students, a very good morning to you. We are continuing the revision of chapter 8, that is how do organisms reproduce, and today we will study a new topic, that is types of reproduction. Today's topic is types of reproduction. In my last class I have told you about what is the importance of variation and why do organisms reproduce and some other questions related to this topic. Now let's see in how many types the reproduction is again divided. The reproduction is divided into two types. One is sexual reproduction and another is asexual reproduction. So let's understand what is sexual reproduction and what is asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means when there is formation of gamete occurs, two different type of gametes fuse to give a zygote. So we can define sexual reproduction when two different type of gametes fuse to form a zygote. Students, you should have to notice here in sexual reproduction there is two different type of gametes are produced and they fuse to form zygote. But in case of asexual reproduction, remember in biology A means not. So asexual reproduction means not sexual, means here only a single parent is involved. So that's why we can explain asexual reproduction as when a single parent gives its replica, or you can say copy. Replica means copy. Here two different parents give two different gametes and they fuse to form a zygote, whereas in asexual reproduction there is no different type of gamete formed, only a single type of gamete is formed and that is grows as the parent and that looks like parent. So in sexual reproduction, variation can be seen. Variation can be seen. Why variation can be seen? I have discussed. Because as here two different gametes are come, so they bring the different characters from two different parents. That's why during their zygote formation, they show some changes. That's why we can see variation in them. But in asexual reproduction, as a single parent is involved, so exact its DNA or exact copy of DNA occurs, due to which the offspring can't bring any variation. So we can write here no variation occur, no or a little. Sometimes a little variation can be seen. That's why no or a little variation can be seen. Clear? So in asexual reproduction, the offspring produced may be many or may be single. But in asexual reproduction, the offspring formed is always large. So we can say offsprings produced large in numbers. Large in numbers means large number of offspring can be produced, but here maybe large number or a few. Clear, students? So here it brings the exact character. Here some variation can be seen. As here a single parent involved, here two different parents are involved, one male and female. And here the characters resembles with the parent, and here no characters. So only some few or only a few characters can be resembled. So this is the difference between asexual and asexual. Sexual reproduction can be seen in higher organisms, including plants and animals. Higher organisms. Asexual can be also seen in higher organisms, but its characteristic feature is maximum this type of reproduction is seen in lower organisms. Lower organisms. Or we can say those who have producing no flowers. As we know that flower contains the sex organ in case of plants, And in case of animals also, two different type of sex organs are present, male sex organ and female sex organ. But in asexual reproduction, only a single parent either divides its body or through different processes. I will discuss with you now. So they are the different type of reproduction, means one is sexual and another is asexual. So students, now let's see what are different type of asexual reproduction. First we will study about asexual reproduction, then we will study about sexual reproduction. So now let's start asexual reproduction. Again, asexual reproduction is of different types. It is again of different types, means the organism can produce its copy or its replica by fission, by fragmentation, spore formation, regeneration, vegetative propagation, etc., etc., etc. So now let's see different type of asexual reproduction. First type is your fission. Second type is your fragmentation. Third is your regeneration. Fourth one is budding. Fifth one is spore formation. And sixth one is vegetative propagation. Again, they are divided into different types. We will study one by one. So here different type of asexual reproduction are fission, then fragmentation, then regeneration, budding, spore formation and vegetative propagation. So students, now let's study first fission. What do you mean by fission? Fission means splitting, or you can say break or tootna. When any organism's body is splits either into two pieces or into many pieces. So on this basis also, fission is divided into two types. So we are studying first about fission. Fission is of two types. One is your binary fission and another is your multiple fission. As I have told you, fission means splitting. So bi means two and fission means splitting. When the organism's body breaks or splits into two equal halves. We can define when the organism's body is divided into two equal halves is called as binary fission, and we can see this type of reproduction in amoeba, paramecium and leishmania. Amoeba, paramecium and leishmania. Many other organisms are present. They also reproduce by means of binary fission. But here I am giving you three examples: amoeba, paramecium, and leishmania, who reproduces by binary fission. And multiple fission means when the organism's body is divided into many pieces. When the organism's body is divided into many pieces and each piece has the ability to grow as a new individual, this type of reproduction is known as multiple fission. We can take the example of Plasmodium. We can give the example of Plasmodium. Plasmodium reproduces by means of multiple fission. We will study all these in detail. So let's start. The binary fission mode of reproduction means here fission means splitting. Fission is again divided into two types. One is binary fission and another is multiple fission. In binary fission, the organism's body is divided into two halves and each grows as a new individual, and this type of reproduction can be seen in amoeba, paramecium, leishmania, etc. So now let's understand through diagram how amoeba reproduce by means of binary fission. So students, let's see and try to understand the diagram. This is the diagram of amoeba. This is the parent cell. This is parent cell, and this is the nucleus. These are the pseudopodia, you know. Pseudopodia, but there is no role of pseudopodia. Pseudopodia is used in nutrition. We are studying about reproduction. So here is the parent cell and here is the nucleus, and they are cytoplasm. Clear? The cytoplasms are surrounded the nucleus, and this is the parent cell. As we know that in asexual reproduction it gives two equal halves, means in binary fission it gives two equal halves. So during any type of cell division, during any asexual reproduction or sexual reproduction, two type of cell division occurs. Two type of cell division. One is called as your mitosis, means equational division. Mitosis means equational division, and another is your meiosis. Meiosis also called as amitosis. Remember students, initially I have told you a or a means not in biology. Meiosis can be called as amitosis. A means not mitosis. Here mitosis means equational division, and here meiosis means reduction division or reductional division. So as in case of amoeba, its body is divided equally, two equal halves. So here mitosis occurs, and during mitotic type of cell division, again two events occur inside the body. First, karyokinesis. Karyokinesis means division of nucleus. Division of nucleus. And another is your cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm. Division of cytoplasm. Clear students? Two type of cell division occurs when any organism produces any gametes or reproduce. One is mitosis and another is meiosis. Meiosis also can be called as amitosis. Meiosis means equational division, means when, suppose for example, if the organism contains 20 chromosomes, then it gives 20 to their offspring. Here equal distribution of chromosome occurs. So this type of cell division can be called as mitosis or equational division. But here in case of meiosis, the case is different. This is reduction division, means if the parent contains 20 number of chromosomes, then it gives 10 number of chromosomes. And another thing you need to remember, meiosis is completed through two steps. Mitosis is completed through a single step, whereas meiosis completed through two steps. Means meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And in meiosis 2, it gives its half number of chromosomes. So here 20 gives 10, but here 20 gives 20. So this type of cell division is called as mitosis, whereas this type of cell division is called as meiosis. So as we are studying about binary fission, so during binary fission it follows mitosis. And again I have told you, during mitosis or meiosis, two events occur inside the cell. First, division of nucleus, and second, division of cytoplasm. So let's see how division of nucleus occurs. So this is the parent amoeba. This is the first step. In second step, what happens? As it is the parent, here the nucleus get elongated. Here the nucleus get elongated. In the next step, what will happen? Again, the nucleus is ready for dividing like this. It is not divided, it is ready for dividing. And in next step, what happens? In next step, the nucleus divides. and the cytoplasm is present around it. After the division of nucleus, as I have told you, first nucleus will divide and then cytoplasm is divided. Due to division of cytoplasm, a cell wall is formed. So here completion of nucleus division means karyokinesis, then cytokinesis occur, and here we get two-daughter amoeba. Two-daughter amoeba. So these are the steps. This is first step. This is parent cell. This one is nucleus, and the dot structure you can see here, they are called as cytoplasm. Then, as I have told you, during any type of cell division, two type of events can be seen. So here one is karyokinesis, means division of nucleus. First nucleus will divide, then cytoplasm will divide. Due to division of cytoplasm, cell wall is formed and two individual daughter cells can be get. So this is parent cell and these two are called daughter cell. And one thing students remember, in biology we call as parent and daughter. Parent cell and daughter cell. We can't say here as their offspring. We will see daughter cells. During asexual reproduction we say it as daughter cell. Parent cell, daughter cell. Parent cell, daughter cell. I think you have cleared your concept. So nucleus is here constant. Then here the nucleus get elongated. Here the nucleus get ready to split. And here the nucleus get complete split. And after splitting of nucleus, the cytokinesis occurs, means division of cytoplasm, which makes the formation of two cells and they are called as daughter cells. So this is how amoeba reproduce, means this is the steps of binary fission, how amoeba reproduce. In the same way, Paramecium also reproduce and Leishmania also reproduce. Leishmania is the organism which is responsible for causing Kala-Azar. Kala-Azar is the disease which is caused by Leishmania, and amoeba also cause some disease like your amoebic dysentery. This is not our topic. Our topic is how they reproduce. So here we can see how amoeba reproduce by means of binary fission. Clear? So next one is your multiple fission, and as I have told you, multiple fission is shown by Plasmodium. Plasmodium is also called as malaria parasite or MP. MP means malaria parasite. Malaria parasite. So the Plasmodium is responsible for causing malaria in human beings. And it reproduces by means of multiple fission. Suppose this is Plasmodium and during or inside our body it gets divided into many parts. First its nucleus will divide and then its cytoplasm will divide, and when the division is completed then they are released from the cyst wall. This is the cyst wall and this is the nucleus, and after completion of the cell division or multiple fission they are released to outside and all are called as Plasmodium. So here large number of Plasmodium is formed, whereas in binary fission only two daughter cells are formed. This is the difference between binary fission and multiple fission. So students, this is all about your fission. In the next class we will study about fragmentation.